Hello and welcome back to Ace Academy. I think I remember a discussion that you and I had a while back in which you'd mentioned pilots were punished for properly containing certain disorders because their medications were considered a risk. No wonder she's adamant for reform. I'm quiet as I let all of this sink in. That's a very messed up situation, but being a pilot myself, I can see where he was coming from. Yuna nods.
Me too. That's why I decided to study piloting health. How many pilots do you think have suffered the same fate as my brother because they feared the dream they worked so hard to achieve would be taken away? And most of the time, it's through no fault of their own.
I nod. I can hear the pain in her voice, but there's nothing I can say that'll make the hurt go away. She falls silent.
Thanks.
For what?
I haven't told anyone this before. I didn't think I was ready to talk about him, but now that I have...
She smiles at me. There seems to be a spark of hope in her eyes. Maybe now she can start to heal.
I'm glad.
I match her smile. That's what I'm here for. Plop. That was the ice cream falling over, isn't it? We blink to each other and then look at Yuna's hand, or more specifically her naked cone. She must have tilted it during our conversation, and the ice cream slid right off the cone and onto the bench.
No! Ice cream!
She pouts and looks so crestfallen. I can't stop my smile. I tried to hide my amusement, but she looks so cute when she's dejected. Unfortunately, she notices my failed attempt at keeping cool and sticks out her lip.
This isn't funny.
It's a little funny. She shakes her head.
Not even the slightest.
Do you want to share mine? I offer her my cone. Her cheeks flush and she shakes her head.
I couldn't.
I don't mind.
Are you sure?
I nod. She tucks her hair behind her ear, leans in close and bites off a part of the ice cream. Wait, what?
What?
You can just bite ice cream like that? She nods, smiling happily. You are not human. No one should be able to do that. She starts to giggle, but quickly puts her hand in front of her mouth. I laugh, and we finish the ice cream together. Want to get back to studying?
Yeah, but before I do, I want to show you something.
Oh my. Sorry. Brain's still in pervert mode from earlier. Actually, no, it's not. It's in healthy male libido mode. Ah. She grabs my hand with both of hers.
Come on!
Whoa, okay. She leads me through the park, frequently glancing back at me with an excited smile. And the further we go into the trees, the fewer people we see milling around. And Yuna stops abruptly.
We're here!
Trees surround us on all sides, only opening up to frame a picturesque view of the ocean. The clear blue sky blends into the deep blue of the water. Birds sing a soft melody in the trees, complementing the serenity of the place.
What do you think?
Yuna searches my face, still holding my hand. I feel closer to her than I've ever felt before, which makes me feel calm and grounded and always brings out the best in me. I shared a deep part of my heart today. Not only did Yuna understand and accept me, she felt close enough to share her own story. I've never made so true a connection with anyone else. I want to hold her in my arms, let her know how I feel. But if I do this, there's no turning back. Is this really what I want? Loose translation, are you sure this is the romance path you're going for? Worried by my silence, Yuna looks down.
I'm sorry.
She tries to turn away, but I don't let her. Instead, I gently tug at her hand and pull her into me. She glances up at me in surprise as she falls into me. My arms wrap around her waist as I steady her. Her hands lie under my chest, and I'm sure she can feel how rapid my heart is beating. Her gaze locks, and Yuna stares at me with her big, doe eyes. It's beautiful. Her cheeks turn pink and a smile spreads across her lips, and as she melts into me, her arms snake around my neck, closing the distance between us. I breathe in her perfume of lavender and spring as I press closer against me. My breathing becomes shallow. Yuna's face is inches away from my own. Her breath tickles my skin. And then I taste the sweetness of the ice cream as our lips meet. And without hesitation, she deepens the kiss. And while we finally pull away, she flashes me a breathless smile. We enjoy each other's company, happily, for the solitude of nature. I don't know how long we stayed together there, before Yuna reluctantly had to go back to her studying. And once we're back at the busy park, we say our goodbyes and I head home. I arrive home expecting an empty house, but instead Nikki's lounging on the couch watching TV. Hey, Nikki. She cranes her head to look at me but doesn't move from her spot.
You're home.
Uncle Kaido come back yet?
Yeah, but then he left again. He said he had to meet someone, and he tried to sneak out when I wasn't paying attention. But I was paying attention, and I saw him go. It was kind of weird, like he thought he'd be in trouble if I caught him.
He's going to see his wife, isn't he? Uncle Kaido trying to keep a secret from Nikki. Could he be going to see Aunt Yuki? Well, if he hasn't talked to Nikki about it yet, then I won't mention it either. How was your day at the cafe? Nikki groans and slinks further into the couch.
Oh my god, I think my arms are gonna fall off. They had me washing dishes, and while I'm so happy that Uncle Kaito's restaurant is booming, if I have to wash another plate again today, I will scream.
Yeah, restaurant washing up is notoriously sort of horrible. I mean, my father actually did it many years ago. You know, back when he was a student, and his comment is, once you've washed up at a restaurant, general household washing up will never hold fear for you again. Which I can absolutely believe. That great, huh? Sounds like you could use a break.
Yep. That's why I will never move from this spot ever again.
Do you want some gossip? What if you have to use the bathroom?
Okay, yes, I'll move for that.
And what if Uncle Kaido comes home and needs your help with something?
Well, yeah, I'll move for that too.
What if...
Okay, fine. I will never move from the spot ever again, except for some special circumstances.
Like you want some sleep?
Happy.
Yup. So, you going back tomorrow then? She shakes her head.
Nope.
You quit already?
No, silly. I'm just not scheduled to work tomorrow. Today was exhausting, but it was still cool to be in the kitchen. And I was only on dish duty because I'm new. I know it won't be long before I'm prepping meals with the rest of the chefs.
Yeah, this isn't Ratatouille. This isn't how that works. So what are you going to do instead?
I'll watch XZ's concert on TV.
She sighs wistfully.
I bet he's even dreamier in person.
I'll let you know if that's true. Nikki gives me a skeptical look.
Did you just say what I think you said?
If you thought I said I'm going to be at the concert, then yeah. She stares at me and then snorts.
Yeah, right. Those tickets were sold out as soon as they went on sale.
I didn't say I had a ticket. I said I'm going to the concert.
How would you be able to get in without a ticket?
Well, you're a pilot. You make all sorts of connections, like the ones who sponsor your team, and this concert.
Wait, Dashu is sponsoring this concert?
Nikki's mouth drops open and her eyes grow wide with hope.
You're going to the concert?
She hops over the couch and grabs my arm.
Please tell me you can bring your adorable and totally deserving little sister.
Sorry. All business, no pleasure. I'm only allowed to attend because Dasho's holding a promotional event beforehand. I've got to go to that. It's a concert, but yeah, I've still got to work. Nikki looks disappointed, but nods.
I see.
Look, I'm sorry I can't take you. I'll get you an autograph, okay? She perks up.
You promise?
I promise.
And I'll make it out to Nikki?
Probably.
Good enough.
She throws her arms around my neck and pulls me into a hug.
Thank you, big bro. That'd be an amazing present. I mean, a more amazing present would be taking me or getting me tickets to the show, but this is a solid second.
Oh, God, you're crushing me. She lets go and then sinks back into the couch.
Anyway, you should probably order dinner now.
Why?
I'm hungry, and I'm not cooking.
My stomach growls in response. Yeah, guess I'm hungry too. I go check out the takeout menus. After a delicious dinner, I head up to my room and do a little more research on Dashao and the other sponsors. It's likely that I'll end up talking to some of them and I don't want to seem ignorant. Once I'm done, I go to bed and drift off to sleep. The sound of my alarm wakes me up, and with a wide yawn I push myself out of bed. Small part wishes I could have slept in again, but that part's silenced by the rest of me, which is pumped up for the big concert. I swap through different outfits and spend a little more time on my appearance. It's important that I make a good impression. I'm not representing only my team, but I'm representing Ace Academy too. Once satisfied, I check my email for the location of the next event. It's hosted at the Ikozagi Concert Hall. Sponsorship network event is at a club next door. I head downstairs expecting to see a heartbroken Nikki, but to my surprise Uncle Kaido greets me from the couch, a piece of toast hanging from his mouth.
Hey boy, excited for sure?
What? Kaido swallows his mouthful of toast and grins.
You don't speak food?
I speak food, for the record. Well, actually, I speak pill, which is slightly different, because my mother is just terrible at swallowing pills. So it wouldn't be the first time, first thing in the morning, taking her pills, and just, gestures and sort of... It takes a while, but you can eventually, learn to understand what someone means. Not fluently, it seems.
Are you excited for today?
You already know?
Are you kidding me? Nikki has been talking non-stop about it. Oni-chan gets to meet XC!
She really say that?
Close enough.
We laugh. Speaking of which...
She's hanging out with some friends. They're going to watch the concert together, but have to prep first. I don't really understand what that means.
Yeah, that's a girl thing. Neither do I. I check the time. Ugh, not enough time to make breakfast.
Here.
Uncle Kaido offers me his extra toast.
I know that face all too well. There have been many a morning where I had to go hungry, and I can't subject my nephew to that kind of life.
That's morbid. He laughs.
I have a rare day off and can afford to make another.
I grin and accept his offering. Thanks.
Have a good day.
I nibble at my toast and head to the garage. Then I wolf the remaining toast before driving into the city. Soon I arrive at the concert hall, and I wander around the hall and through the people bustling back and forth before finding the entrance backstage. There's a passage between the hall and the arcade, as the properties are owned by the same family. And as I pass through, I spot the signs directing me to the Dash Out VIP arcade lounge. After proving my identity to the guard, I enter. As soon as I walk in, I spot many recognizable faces. Weiger Toads, Sydney Crossbow. They're not even being subtle here, are they? Shirley O'Keel, Cristiano Ronaldo, just to name a few. I keep waiting for someone to stop me, ask me what I'm doing here, but no one does. A few people glance at me in passing, some even flash me as if to smile, as say, "You're one of us now." And walking in the same room as these people is intimidating, but it's also exhilarating. Scanning the room, I don't see XZ anywhere.
Broseph!
I turn around and see Sho, Mayu, and Kaori approaching me. Holy crap, Kaori's wearing a dress. Hey guys.
Can you believe this? My inner fanboy is going off the charts!
Kaori shrugs.
I don't see what the big fuss is.
Me neither.
Mayu chokes on her words and her eyes widen at the sight of someone. I follow her line of sight expecting XZ. Instead I see some old dude with white hair. Breathe, Mayu. She takes a deep breath.
It's Reboot von Beethoven!
Who?
Who's that?
Who's that?
If looks could kill, Sho would be on the ground bleeding.
Huh?
As Shu cowers, Mayu closes her eyes and sets her jaw determinedly. Then with shaking legs she walks towards the man.
Well, then.
Kaori blinks in supply. I can't speak at the moment. Can I take a drink? Kaori blinks in surprise. I doubt any of us imagined Mayu was capable of something so terrifying. Mayu stalks closer to Reboot von Beethoven, but as soon as his attention lands on her, she becomes rooted to the ground. Uh-oh. He waits patiently for her, watching her curiously, and she remains frozen, so he smiles, pats her on the head, and resumes his journey to the buffet tables. After Maya's internal systems reboot, she hops back to us with starstruck eyes.
He touched me.
Oh god, fangirls. Actually, to be fair, there are quite a few people who, if I met them in real life, I'd probably have a pretty similar reaction, so you know. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you were able to meet one of your heroes.
He's not just a hero. He's Reboot von Beethoven. The greatest classical composer to exist since the original.
Reboot? Oh my god. I can't help but smile at the passion in her voice and hold up my hands in defense. No arguments here.
Hello, beautiful people.
Valerie is all smiles as she approaches. She throws an arm around me and Carrie, much to Carrie's dismay.
What's with all the excitement?
Mayu just met Beethoven.
You mean the Ludwig von Beethoven?
Bit tricky, he's dead. I can't tell if she's being sarcastic or not. No, reboot. Mayu nods happily.
Ooh, he's the greatest classical composer to exist since the original.
Okay, fine. Seriously? Mayu bursts out laughing as Valerie joins in, and the laugh's contagious and soon we've all joined in. And when we finally catch our breaths, Carrie looks around.
Where's Yuna?
Not sure. She might be busy handling logistics and stuff.
That makes sense, actually. A man in a Dachau hat interrupts us.
Hey, are you guys from Ace Academy?
Yes.
It's amazing how big the family of that one teacher is, given that he's got at least 3 twin brothers that we've heard. He checks off a name on his clipboard.
You're up for the photo shoot. Please, come with me.
We look at each other and then shrug and follow him. He leads us to a secluded area behind a wall of curtains. There's a station already set up at stage with a backdrop and lighting equipment. A man with a tied-back ponytail barks directions at the models, his camera at the ready. Yuna stands to the side and studies the clipboard in her hand. As our manager, I guess part of her job is coordinating any events we attend. Oh, I hope she doesn't have to work the whole time. Hey, Yuna. She glances over at us and grins.
You're here! Sorry I haven't had a chance to say hi.
Are you helping with the whole event?
No, I've just been getting our team affairs in order. You guys are doing okay?
We all nod.
Great! Well, they want a team photo of all of us. I've already worked it out with our photographer. We're going to be here.
Tell me we get to see this photo, right? You know, it's a natural CG, because it always bugs me in visual novels where they have you take a photo and you don't get to see the bloody thing. She leads us to the stage where the photographer is waiting. He directs us into a normal group stance with bright smiles, and the shutter clicks constantly as he captures us from different angles.
Perfect. Excellent. Very nice.
Once he gets to the takes he needs, Sho wants to take a cool photo. And with the photographer's permission, we all hold action poses, trying to look as badass as possible. It's actually pretty fun.
Now we need a solo model from the team. While I work on setup, Yuna, please coordinate who will be your swimsuit model.
Beg pardon?
A swimsuit?
The photographer smiles impatiently.
Yes! It'll be used for our upcoming catalog, The Taste of Summer. What's more summery than a warm beach?
He walks off before Yuna can protest.
Did you guys hear that?
We nod.
Who should do it?
Can we opt for we will not be objectified? Because let's face it, all of these people are capable of doing it. I mean, if you're after a swimsuit front cover, you're more likely looking for a girl than a guy. Sorry, that's just the way the world works. It's bollocks, but there it is. Valerie's the obvious pick, but we will not be objectified. We should refuse to do this. To be forced into a swimsuit is sexual objectification. Have you noticed? She's vanished. She's going to turn up again like 3 seconds later in a swimsuit. We must be firm in our response and let the establishment know that we do not encourage their sexist agenda. No one should be subjected to the whims of another person. From the corner of my eye, I stop Valerie already in the stage, taking her clothes off. As her clothes fall away, she reveals an alluring bikini. Valerie! What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
Did you hear anything I just said?
Of course, and I agree with all of it. People should be able to choose what they want to do.
Fair enough.
Just like how I'm choosing to model for Dashu's summer catalog.
Fair enough, that is your decision, and I respect that decision. She grabs the Dashu energy drink beside her with one hand and forms a peace sign with the other, then winks suggestively at the camera.
That is perfect! You're a natural!
We watch Valerie expertly transition between poses as the photographer snaps image after image. She's completely in her element. The girls are a little too focused on her. I can't tell if it's from admiration, jealousy, or a little bit of both. Valerie shakes the drink and pops open the bottle, and the carbonated liquid explodes all over her face. Catches the liquid in her mouth and then wraps her lips around the bottle. I can't look away!
That's enough!
Yuna pulls Valerie off the stage and pushes her towards the changing room.
Hey!
You ruined my shoot!
You've got plenty to use already.
Yuna is uncharacteristically firm, and the photographer's taken aback by her directness.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
She shoves Valerie into the changing room. My heart feels a little like it's about to beat out of my chest, and Sho's face is frozen in awe. Carrie's uncharacteristically quiet, and her face is as red as a tomato. Mai is pensive, as if she's trying to analyse what she just witnessed. Yuna's cheeks are just as red as Carrie's.
That was...
We nod. There are no words to describe what we just saw.
That was a lot of fun.
Valerie returns in her previous outfit, and a towel wrapped around her neck, and she's completely unfazed by what just happened. A laugh escapes me as I consider how ridiculous this situation is, and soon the entire team's laughing with me.
Thank you very much. We have everything we need.
You're welcome.
We exit out of the photo area and back to the main lounge.
What do you guys want to do now?
Valerie lets out a squeal.
Look!
She points to none other than XZ, who is steadily walking towards us. He's a lot taller in person, and a lot cooler. I have to admit, Nikki was right, he's more attractive in person. I'm going to move the mouse, because otherwise I'm clicking on his crotch and it's kind of awkward.
XZ!
That would be me.
He grins charmingly.
I don't believe we've met. You knew? I doubt I would have forgotten such stunning visions such as yourselves.
Each girl turns a bright shade of red, including Kaori. They shoot him nervous glances of elation and awe. Even Valerie's lost her cool. With all of them speechless, XZ looks at Sho, who's equally smitten. XZ grins understandingly. He must be used to this. Finally, his gaze lands on me. Hi, we're from Ace Academy. Dasho's sponsoring our team.
Ace Academy? That means you guys are pilots.
His face lights up and he seems genuinely impressed. I motion to myself, Sho, Mayu and Kaori. We are. I point to Yuna. She's the team manager, and then I point to Valerie. And she's our engineer. XZ winks and gives us a thumbs up.
That's hardcore, man. I always wanted to be a pilot. What a cool job.
Excuse me, XZ-senpai?
Did you... Oh, God. XZ laughs.
Just X is fine.
Please tell me that's not his real name. I mean, I'm assuming no parent would be that cruel.
Okay. Excuse me, X-senpai. Do you think we can get a photo, please?
Yeah, me too.
XZ nods.
Sure. Why don't we get a group photo?
Good idea. Count me in.
Kaori nods with a smile. X motions to a nearby Dasho employee. As we get into place, each of us serendipitously trying to stand right beside XZ, the photographer comes out from behind the curtains, his camera at the ready.
Everyone say Z!
We say Z in unison and have a good laugh as the photo is taken.
Excellent! I'll make sure to have these emails to you all.
Thank you. And thank you, Mr. Z.
X smiles.
You guys are too formal. Kick back and have some fun. We're gonna be rocking out soon enough.
That's right.
A man in a suit comes over and whispers in XZ's ear.
Time for warm-ups and stage prep. You're coming to the show, right?
Of course.
I wouldn't
miss it for the world.
Good. I'll be looking for you.
After flashing up one last thumbs up, he walks towards his manager. We're all still giddy from our encounter with him. You forgot to get his autograph for Nikki, you numbskull.
He's nice.
Yeah.
Valerie sighs dreamily, and Yuna nods.
I don't know about you guys, but all this excitement has made me hungry. We can't leave this event until we've checked out the buffet.
Sho eyes the majestic spread as the team murmurs their agreement. You guys go ahead, I'll catch up with you in just a sec. I rush after XZ. I promise to Nikki at the front of my mind. Excuse me, XZ? He turns and smiles when he sees me.
Hey, man. What's up?
I was wondering if I could get an autograph.
Of course.
He waits with an expectant smile. Right, pen and paper. I pat down my pockets but come back empty-handed. Crap, don't tell me this is happening right now. There's nothing lying around I could use either.
See, we need you.
Sure.
He scratches the back of his head. Can't believe I'm going to fail like this. Sorry, I don't have a pen or paper. Busy. You're busy. I don't want to keep you. I'm sure my sister will understand.
Sister?
Yeah, my youngest sister found out I was coming here. Asked me to get a signature. He nods knowingly.
In that case.
XZ takes off his necklace and offers it to me. Are you sure? I blink at him. I mean, this is way more than just a signature. Are you sure this is okay?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I accept the offering. Thank you. He smiles warmly.
The things we do for our baby sisters, right?
You got that right. He gives me another thumbs up before disappearing with his manager. I look over his medallion before safely pocketing it and head back to my friends. After eating our fill from the buffet, we continue to mingle and meet other Dachau sponsees. Everyone we spoke to was excited to hear that Dachau was sponsoring an ace team and wished us luck in our matches. It felt really satisfying to be the centre of attention, if only for a short moment. Soon it was time for the concert, and we file into the concert hall and towards the front of the stage, where flashing lights introduce XZ. Yuna jumps up and down with the beat and lets her long hair flow free. She sings loudly without abandon as she dances and flashes me exciting grins. And I blush when her chest bumps against me, but Yuna's too absorbed in the music and energy to notice. It's the first time I've ever seen her completely let loose. XZ is the perfect combination of entertainment and talent, and my voice soon grows hoarse from singing along. At one point, he even saw us and winked. Once the concert's over, we chat animatedly about how awesome it was before heading our separate ways and going home. So, are we going to get to see that photo or not? I'm hoping we do. And no, I don't mean Valerie's swimsuit edition. Jesus, guys. I'm barely through the door before Nikki bombards me.
Hello.
Hi. She eyes me up and down. So what?
Quit stalling. The autograph?
I didn't get an autograph. I didn't have any paper, so I couldn't get you an autograph. Her eyes widen.
You had one job! But you've been so unprepared!
Calm down, calm down. I didn't come empty-handed. Look. And I pull out the necklace. She snatches it from my hand and examines it for a signature, but there isn't one. She pouts.
It's just an XZ necklace. You can buy those at any souvenir stand. I wanted an autograph from him.
Nope. Because XZ himself gave me this to give to you. She crosses her arms and raises an eyebrow.
Do you really think I'm that gullible?
Okay, to be fair, even I wouldn't have believed that story. I can prove it. I pull out my phone and open up the selfie we took before the concert. The medallion's clearly around his neck. I flip to the photos during the concert where there's an obvious lack of a necklace. Nikki grabs my phone and pinches in to zoom over the images, swipes back and forth between the photos over and over and over, and when suddenly she leaps up and down, still clutching my phone.
Oh my god, you were telling the truth! I can't believe it!
What? Nikki throws her arms around my neck and squeezes me tightly.
It's the best!
The necklace or me? She plants a kiss on my cheeks before letting go and slips the necklace over her head.
I'm never taking this off.
I'm happy for you. Glad you like it, sis.
You're the best brother ever!
Thanks. She nods happily.
I have to go tell my friends! They're gonna flip.
She dashes up the stairs 2 at a time. That's the fastest she's ever tried to get away from me. I haven't seen her this happy in a long time. Thanks, XZ, for making this happen. My grumbling stomach derails my train of thought. I probably should have made better use of all the free food. Oh well, let's see what we've got. I make my way to the kitchen. Uncle Kado's laptop and papers are spread across the table, but he's nowhere in sight. Probably went to the washroom. I'm about to open the fridge when a beeping from his computer distracts me. I glance over to see a new email has come in. But as my eyes wander across the sea of Japanese text, one English email draws my attention. And the words New York are in the preview text. New York? What could Uncle Kaido possibly be doing there? I try to resist the temptation, but as I read private investigation firm based out of New York, my curiosity gets the better of me, and I click to open the email. Seriously, dude, don't do that. It's a dick move. Either way, that's a good point to end this part, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.